Hello.
I hope you're alright.
Welcome to this week's video.
A beautiful sunny day.
Makes a change, doesn't it?
I wish it was when we were doing the filming.
So, if you remember 2 or 3 videos ago, I said that my challenge for this year was to rebuild my boating confidence, anticipating taking the whole summer over doing it.
Nah, we don't want to do that, do we? Can you get it in?
And then someone decided to break his foot.
Thanks, King Charles, for a party.
And we obviously needed to get down the River Trent to Newark, ready for the wedding.
Sorry, sun's blinding me.
So my major anxieties boating are weirs, rivers,
tillering.
No, not tillering, manoeuvring. And we've had to do all of those this week.
She's had to do those all this
So I
week.
did put an appeal out on one of the Facebook Narrowboat groups for someone to come with us on the river to help with my confidence and to help with mooring, and lovely gentleman David Higgins offered to come with us, so thank you so much. We've really appreciated your help, and we safely made it to Newark. So this week's video is the trials and tribulations.
There's a very nice boat that appears in it too.
Yes, and we've got a nice viewing, a nice sighting of another very important boat in our lives on the way here.
Don't cry.
I did get very emotional when we got to Newark as well. So we hope you enjoy it. We hope you find it useful if you are planning on doing this section of the River Trent from Nottingham to Newark.
Push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you, me, Dave Higgins, everybody connected with that boat, and everybody that we've met this week.
And we'll see you at the end.
And the world.
So honey, preps for travelling. What you up to now?
Gonna do the stern gland, make sure there's grease in there.
Okay. So what's that gonna be?
Hey?
What's that doing?
Oh yeah, it's not under there, is it? It's under here, isn't
Oh,
it?
you can get it from...
Can
Yeah.
I? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Stern...
So what's this swirly bit on the top?
Yeah. You turn it clockwise. Couple of turns to push grease down the tube into the packing at the bottom, which then stops the water and helps it from getting too friction.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Couple of turns and we're done. Another bit of new learning for you. Next you'll have spanners in your hand, won't you?
Oh, I used to change the engines in my minis. I can't do it.
I know you can do it, I was just saying.
We know we've got enough fuel because we put fuel in not long ago, didn't we?
Yeah, and we haven't used that much.
Yeah.
So that's it. We've just emptied the bilge.
Yeah.
So we've done the water bit.
Have you checked the oil recently?
No, but I know we've got enough in there for... We're all right. We'll do it at Gunthorpe later. Okay. All right. All right. So here in Nottingham, before we set off, there are works to the towpath being done. The boys have been working hard. We've been keeping an eye on them over the last few days, and even with the bank holiday. And they've done a very, very good job from the look of it. Still a bit to go, and we'll see how they've got on when we come back up to go up to Langley Mill in a couple of weeks.
Tiny ducklings.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So we're here in Nottingham. We've set off. We've come to the first lock of the day. We've only got the 2 to get through, and Tash has very carefully managed to get round and pull up. We've got a gentleman called David that's come and joined us for the day to help with like landing, mooring, locks, and I feel quite redundant actually. It's beautiful here, but I am somebody that doesn't sit down, so I am going to get a little bit challenged today. We've got a boat coming through the locks, which has been quite nice really, because that means the locks are already open and full. So let that one come through, and then we'll go through Nottingham, and I'll try and give you some pictures and views. How are we doing? All right. Have a good day.
You too.
I'll try to push this out on the side, and she'll step back on now, and then get us going again. Something that can be useful at. The first lock, honey. How you feeling? A little bit tentative.
It's not my first lock, it's just the first one I've done for a long time, because you normally do them. It's the guy washes on the way in and the way out that I dislike the most. Originally known as the Beeston Cut and completed in 1796, this section of canal joined Lenton to the river down at Trent Bridge. The original canal also had a branch off at Lenton up to Langley Mill and was 14 miles in length. That section is now disused. It also had 19 locks on it, all which fell into disrepair, obviously once the canal stopped being used. There are a lot of warehouse buildings left on this section, which you can see, which the majority of which have now been converted into living accommodation or office space. This fantastic mural was completed in October 2022 and is one of a series of murals being painted across the city to celebrate its history and rejuvenate the city centre. Let's hope that it does stand the test of time and stay in its current state without having graffiti added to it. I know with previous street art we've seen on the canals this often is the case, and so let's keep positive and hope it remains like it.
Definitely nervous now, aren't
Yeah,
you?
nervous anticipation. Just going down the final lock off of Nottingham and Beeston Canal onto the River Trent. Thankfully it's not the tidal
Lock. And there you go, Nottingham Forest Football Club. And just behind that bit of bridge is the River Trent. Show you more when we get out. Keep going.
sped up footage leaving the lock onto the river. Thank you.
It's all right.
I'm going to need that bottle of wine tonight.
To be honest, I've been down here where I put the roof up just to avoid the
sun?
No, the wind.
The wind, yeah.
Because I find the
sorry.
wind, really.
And here we are approaching our first lock of the day, home lock at Home Pier Point Water Sports Centre. Was reasonably comfortable on the river and thankful there was going to be lockies there to help us get through. We had a bit of a delay here at Home Lock because there was a couple of boats coming down the river, so we've been waiting for them. They're now coming out of the lock and we can go in, so we've sat and had lunch here whilst we've been waiting, nice in the sunshine, hoping nothing comes of those clouds. Going down in these locks, you use your centre line down the sliders. You can see the rope going down the blue slider, just helps you stop bumping about in the lock as you go down. You can get a bit of concept of how big these locks are now. Just going down nice and slowly. Exiting the locks is one of my points of anxiety where these weirs are, and making sure the weir doesn't catch us and take us across to the bank with the force of the water.
We haven't lost Dave yet.
We survived.
Push him overboard.
No, I'm not that tight. So, we're almost here. End of day one. And Tash has done a wonderful job. So this is Gunthorpe. And you can just make out the orange buoys on the top of the weir. Tash has still got a smile on her face.
I've actually enjoyed it.
Again. Should I say that again?
What?
I've done it.
Made it. I've done it.
You've smashed it, love. You can do.
Yeah. Here we are, moored on the river at Gunthorpe. Made it safely, no incidents. First day of steering on my own. Obviously, yes, Paul and Dave were on the boat, but they did leave me to get on with it. Locks were okay with the volunteers on. Big shout out to the Lockies, really appreciate them every time. Hello to Vic if you're watching, that we met at Castle Marina. He was on Stoke Lock when we came through today. He's going to be at Newark Town Lock tomorrow. And yes, continue the trip and get to Newark tomorrow. Mooring on rivers is different to mooring on canals. This particular mooring is a floating pontoon, so it moves up and down that big pole as the river levels go up and down. Some river moorings have got rings on the poles that you moor to. Obviously you have to be aware of the changing weather conditions, and if there's going to be a lot of rain and the levels are going to raise, being extra aware as the levels come back down again, because that's where you get the risk of the boat getting caught on whatever you're moored next to and possibly tilting, possibly sinking, worst case scenario, as the levels decrease again. Morning, it's day 2 of our trip from Nottingham to Newark. Lovely mooring here overnight at Gunthorpe, just above the lock. Hopefully the weather stays like this today. About an hour or so's time we'll be embarking on our trip to Newark. You can just about see the flow of the river and how much faster it is than when we're on a canal. Start of day 2 of our trip to Newark. Just waiting for the Lockie to prepare Gunthorpe Lock for us. I think we might get a bit damp from stuff from the sky today, but it is what it is.
Day 2 with our adventures with Dave. Gunthorpe Lock achieved, Hazelford next. About 50 minutes, unless Tash gets speed happy. So mid-flow, and we've got the cranch up now because of that very grey cloud. There you go. How heavy is it, love? Beautiful. It's a beautiful day to be boating.
Yeah. It's only light showers, fortunately.
Yeah. We're trying to boat out of it. Tash said, the cloud's moving with us. Good job the canopy went up. The question is, how fast does the river go? Well, you can tell when you turn round and watch the bubbles as the raindrops hit going past. Still enjoying the rain, darling?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Just approaching Hazelford Lock. Lovely Dutch barge. And we've had a couple of boats come through already. You're nice and dry there, Dave?
Yes, very nice, thank you.
That's okay then. So, Hazelford Lock. Complete, the gates are open.
And we're hoping to see Python soon.
We've been informed by the Lockie.
Off we go.
Thank you very much. That Python's on its way up. So we should get some video as we go. Thank you very much, Lockie. Have a good day. Hazelford Lock has a beautiful weir. It's a little island and has a weir on either side. And if I can get it, as we come out, I'll try and get the look back up as we come out onto the actual river.
Lots of froth at this one.
Yeah, it has been raining today. If you haven't been following the video full, and
wow, you can see how much higher the river is because we had a 2-foot raise to get off of there last time we were here. So that's a big difference.
Yeah. It's beautiful to stay here. Nothing here bar your peace and quiet. How are you two doing? All right?
Yeah.
Enjoying the scenes and the pleasures and the high water?
It is. It's very high. This is a beautiful section, this section. Yeah. That's empty compared to when we were here last year.
It was in the summer and it was a very hot day. Plenty of people on the tow side. What do we have here? We have a boat. Maybe a slightly important boat. if you've been following us and following Tash as normal, yeah, she's been doing a lot of work.
About me.
Well, we know there's nothing normal about you. Tash has been working, fundraising on a very special boat. And as she's been raising for this very special boat, it's only appropriate that we video it going past.
You alright?
Hello,
Have a good trip. Fabulous.
So while we're cruising and me having my foot up, I've been sent to make tea, coffee and cake. The cake's been bought courtesy of some friends who came for Tash's birthday yesterday, and we went out for a meal, so thanks very much to them. Jen and
Here we are, coming into Newark.
The pair of you have smashed it again, haven't you? Hey, some nice surprises as the day's gone on. So, into Newark. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful set of bridge and arches. Water level's a little bit higher than we expected. Excuse the carpet on the roof, I'm not playing Alibaba. And the flying cat. Just see the castle just in front of us.
Scaffolding's all gone.
Yeah, it looked really nice.
And all the warehouses converted into office space or pubs and living areas. And the CRT yard on the other side.
Just feeling a tad emotional now we've made it to Newark. Splendid castle that is.
Cheers, bye-bye.
We can relax now we're here. There's the castle, there's the barge. Let the celebrations begin next week. Can't see them from here, but they've even got the gardeners in, getting the garden ready for us for next week. So that door there, that I've put the arrow over, is the entrance to the undercroft, so that's the entrance we'll be going in to get married. There you go, you can just see the gardeners over there. Trimming it all, making it all look nice. Ready for next Wednesday, 6 days to go. Can't believe how emotional I'm feeling right now. This is the Leicester Trader, which is a river history museum. This is where we were moored when we were here last year, and just to demonstrate how much higher the river levels are at the moment, our roof of our boat was about a foot below the wall. And this one is just about 6 inches or so above it now. David, that's helped us the last couple of days moving the boat, lives around here and boats around here a lot, and he said this is the highest he's seen the river at this time of year for a long time. This is sped up footage. My stomach was in absolute knots, but I did make it into the marina safely. My first successful big manoeuvre. You can see how windy it is by our flag. We were nose on in there. We couldn't video it, unfortunately, because we were both concentrating on what I was doing, but I've managed to turn around in front of the boat there and reverse it into this spot with the help of Christine next door to us catching the rope as we got in. Really pleased with that. It was a bit of a nervous wreck, I have to admit. Being in the marina, we can really demonstrate to you how much the water levels do change here on the River Trent. And you see that pole behind with the green, orange and red stripes on. Just a few weeks ago, the water levels were so high, the pontoons and boats had all risen and they were heading towards the top of that orange band, and they had to remove the Wi-Fi box from the pole so it didn't get damaged. There are some quite large boats in here as well, and even with the levels gone back down again at the moment, there's one very large boat over there. I'll put the arrow so you can see it. and that can't actually get out of the bridge to leave the marina at the moment because the water levels are still too high. So I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
By
Sorry.
the time you watch this, we'll be an old married couple, because this will go out the day after our wedding.
Old. Please don't give me old. I'm nowhere near old.
So next week's video will obviously have some wedding clips in it.
Oh no, we won't.
And we did start doing some video of Nottingham and things to do in Nottingham before someone broke their foot. So we will put some of that in next week's video, or there won't be as much as we wanted there to be.
But not the bunting trick.
So I hope you all have a good week. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all our new subscribers and our customers. We do appreciate it.
Yes, we've met an awful lot of people, haven't we?
Yes.
And we've got some new subscribers. So hello, new subscribers. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. And we'll hope to see you again soon. Have I got to push the button, ring the bell? So push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you, me, Tash, the castle, and everybody else. Enjoy. Have a good week. See you later.